Hello, welcome back, friends. Trainer Sherry here, coming at you with another great workout. So, today's workout can be completely done from the chair. So, that does not mean that it is not a great workout. You're going to get some cardio, you're going to get some strength. But if you have any type of injury going on where maybe doing some standing cardio type work is not really good for you at the moment, or maybe you just want to try a workout in a chair, or for whatever reason, trust me, this workout is absolutely for everybody. I get my heart rate up. I get an awesome workout completely seated from the chair. So, all you need today are some weights. If you've got some weights, maybe a couple of different sizes, if you've got different sizes. If you don't have any weights, remember that's never a problem. You can always grab some water bottles, or you can go through the motion, really squeezing the muscle without even holding anything. But anything that you hold in your hand will bring a little bit of resistance into the strength moves that we're going to do today. So I'm going to get some music started. You go ahead and find a chair, pause this video if you need to while you find your chair, and then come back and start it when you're ready. I'm going to turn that music on right here. All right, we got some music. We got a chair. You got your water if you need it. I've got some weights underneath my chair. I've got some 6 pounds and some 2 pounds. So I have some options, but let's take a couple of minutes just to warm it up. Take a big breath in and take a little exhale over to one side, little twist. Oh, it should feel really good on your back. Big inhale up and exhale over to the other side. Oh, nice little stretch. Inhale up and exhale down. Let's take a little side twist. Warm up your spine. So we've got two 12-minute sets today. We're going to alternate cardio with strength. Cardio, strength for two 12-minute sets. You got it right there. Just warming up. Back a little bit with a twist. Nice. Let's take just some taps to the side. Again, we're just moving, we're just warming up, getting that body ready to move a little bit bigger. Now, you can always take these moves smaller. You can take these moves bigger. That is going to change kind of the intensity. And I will show you a little bit of everything. All right. Let's add a little punch, 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 punch. Now, this is our warm up here, so we're not going, all out crazy. What we do want to think about when we're seated in our chair, we're not leaning back into the chair, right? We are trying to set up nice, strong core. Now, you could absolutely do this workout from standing, right? I could be doing this right here. So anytime, if you wanted to stand it up, you absolutely could. So just because this is a chair workout doesn't mean it has to be in the chair. All right, official move number 1. March it out right here. Keep marching. I'm just gonna move those weights back out of my way a little bit. Set tall, pump your legs, pump your arms. All right, your heart rate's gonna start rising. As you can see, right, I could go faster, I could go slower. So this is all about you finding that pace that works. I'm going to stick kind of right here in the middle, not too slow, not too fast. And you go at your pace. I'll try to set a little bit more on the edge of my chair. Nicely done. 20 seconds. We'll be grabbing our weights for some bicep curls. Remember, you can stay seated for everything. You can stand at any time if you wanted to. And we're always going to smile, right? It makes it more fun. We showed up. Remember, I'm your workout partner. We are here. I'm here to encourage you. Let's grab some weights, right? They're right under your chair. You can reach down. Bicep curl. Nice. You got it. So remember, some water bottles would work, or just squeezing. Just squeezing here. I feel my muscles by making a little bit of a fist, bringing some intensity into the bicep. Nicely done. Good. You got 10 seconds. So we're gonna go back to a little bit of a cardio move. Knee to opposite elbow. I'm gonna set my weights down out of my way, knee to elbow. So I'm pulling across, opposite elbow. Try to set tall. Keep your chest up. Nice. You got it. Keep breathing. I want to try to breathe in our mouth, or excuse me, in our nose as much as we can. It's okay to breathe out your mouth, and it's definitely okay to breathe in your mouth when you need to. But we're trying to breathe in our nose. When oxygen comes in our nose, it gets most prepared for the way our body needs it to work. We got a tricep overhead press coming up. You could go 2 weights. You could go 1 lighter weight. I'm going to show you both. So I'm going to start with 2 weights, right? Just grabbing your weights out from under your chair. You hold a weight in each hand. Take it up here. Squeeze. Squeeze. I want to set nice and tall, right? I don't want to be crunching down. Now, if you want, you could do 1 little bit heavier weight. Or maybe you just like the sensation of using 1 weight. Absolutely okay. Oh yeah. Ooh, feeling those triceps. Again, no equipment, no worries. I'm telling you, I am feeling that squeeze right here. This is your tricep right through the back of your arm without a weight at all. 10 seconds. We got some jumping jacks coming. 3, 2, and 1. Weight out of the way. Jumping jacks. Now you could alternate right here. You could even do both arms, 1 leg. Now, if you really wanted to get wild and crazy with your jacks, you could kick those legs out into the air. So you've got lots of options from single leg, double, to wild and crazy kick. Or single arm, single leg. Right, so find where that rhythm works for you. And you can change it up at any time. Remember, our whole point here is that we are moving our body. We're doing something good for our body. We also like the strength work, right? Because strength work is going to increase our muscle strength. As we get older, our muscles and bones break down, and we want to build those back up. All right, grab your weights. Come into a little bit of a hinge. Squeeze. So we're pulling our shoulder blades together. Squeeze. Squeeze. You got it. Right there. Squeeze. I'm just going to try to give you a little bit of that side view. Squeezing those back muscles. So my arms are moving, but the real movement's right here in these back muscles. It's not about just pulling the arms. It's about squeezing the shoulder blades together. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. You got it right there. 5 seconds. 3, 2, set those weights underneath. We're gonna tap our heel out. So I'm taking my heel, tapping it, tapping it, tapping it. Woo. You got it. You're over the halfway point of our first set of work. So we've got 12 moves, 6 cardio, 6 strength. And we're gonna do them twice today. We'll get a little cool down. And you'll go on your way, or maybe you grab another video to do, maybe you go for a walk, right? Whatever you are feeling. Gotta keep setting up tall. All right, I catch myself. Ooh, wanting to slouch down. Nope. Keep it tall, friends. All right, next move coming up is arm circles, my friends. You can grab some light weights, or trust me, no weights at all. You're gonna feel these arm circles. So we're just gonna hold those arms out to the side and circle them. And we're gonna go forward for 30 seconds, and then I'll tell you when to circle back. I do wanna show you if you did want to grab some weights. I mean, I feel that immediately. I'm gonna do this move without weights. I've been nursing a little bit of a shoulder thing going on here. So I feel plenty without weights, but you absolutely can grab some weights on these. Set nice and tall. Now circle the other direction. Now we're into a little bit of a arm section here. So we have these arm circles, and we're gonna get some punches. And then we're gonna have a move I call prayer pulse. All of that is right into our arms. So you're gonna be feeling them. Take a break when you need to. All right, let's punch. So I like to take my legs a little bit wide, and it's a little twist through your torso. So you're gonna get a lot of work through your oblique muscles. And then of course, we're still working our arms. We want some strong arms so that we can pick up the things that we need to pick up. You got it right here. Now the next move coming up that I call a prayer pulse. It is again one of those moves that absolutely works, and you will feel that intensity even without a single weight. I will, however, show you the move with and without weights, and you can decide. So as you can see, you can really do this workout without weights as well. All right, so if you're gonna do it without weights, we're gonna take our palms of our hands, came together, try to squeeze our elbows. They may not touch, but we're gonna try it. Elbows are shoulder height. We're just gonna push them up and back down to shoulder height. Now, if you wanna hold one weight or even two weights, I'm gonna hold that weight between my hands, and I'm gonna try to squeeze the elbow. So the weight's coming inside my arm, I'm squeezing the elbow. Now you could use two weights too if you needed more, or one heavier weight. My elbows will have a harder time touching, holding double weights, but that's absolutely okay. And then, as you know, this move works really good with no weights. I should say really well. I was an English major. Get my grammar correct. All right, final little cardio move coming up. Whew, see, it's getting hard to hold my elbows together. The more you hold your elbows together, the more you feel that burn. All right, arms get a break here. Take a little back kick. So I'm just kind of shifting side to side, kicking my foot out behind me. You got it. Oh, are you feeling that burn in your arms? I am feeling a burn in my arms, friends. Then we have one more strength move this set. We'll take a quick little 30-second break, and grab a drink of water, and then we'll do it again. Second set. This will give us a nice, right around a 30-minute workout between our warm-up and our cool down. Perfect. I love a little 30-minute workouts. Then you can always pair it, with another 30-minute workout, or a 15-minute or a 10-minute. Maybe you in with a little meditation. All right, front raises. So we're gonna raise our arms front. Right here. Weights if you like. Now I do want to try to set nice and tall, because it's going to be very tempting to lean into my chair. If you have a bench that doesn't have a back on it, that's an awesome, great way to prevent you from leaning back. Now I do have options here. My arms are getting pretty fatigued. I can alternate. So by alternating, slowing it down, each arm gets a little bit of rest in between. And then if I feel like going back to double, I can. So you got so many options to choose from. Make it work for you. 3, 2, and 1. All right, friends. Set those weights down. Grab a drink. If you need to get up, move around a little bit. Take your 30 seconds. And we are going to go again. Whew. All right, we will be starting back with our march. 7 seconds. Ready? Let's march it out. Let's go. Sit tall. Pump the legs, pump the arms. You want more? You could even run it here or slow it down. Yes. What are you feeling? I want you to challenge yourself a little bit, right? If we don't challenge ourselves, it doesn't change us. Right? You've heard that before. What if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. We've got to challenge ourselves a little bit, or we're going to stay right where we are. Right? And we want to get stronger mentally, physically, emotionally, right? That's kind of growing up. We get stronger. And then as we get, a little bit older, we can have that tendency to start to lose some of our strength, some of our cardio fitness. But if we keep working, we'll keep as much of it as we can. All right, grab those weights for your bicep curls. Right here. So when we're born, of course, our body is building muscle, building bone faster than it's losing it. And then we reach that point around 35, 40, and our body definitely starts breaking down muscle and bone faster than it's building it. That doesn't mean it stops building it. It just means it breaks down faster than it builds. But we can counterbalance that by working our muscles and our bones. But we have to challenge them. So if it's too easy, our muscles and bones will not be challenged and they won't build. So we got to challenge ourselves a little bit. That's why we're here. Knee to opposite elbow, coming up. Right there. You got it. Toward the edge of your seat. I keep catching myself too, right? I want to lay down. Nope. We're challenging ourselves. I'm feeling my arms. How about you? Right? And if any time your arms start to be like, ooh, my arms need a break, give them a break. Just move those knees. Bring the arms back in when you can. I'm feeling it. I got some arm work here. But that's going to give us some muscles. Yes. All right, grabbing those weights, 1 weight or 2 for our tricep overhead. Right, so we're going to bend the elbows and straighten them. Just turning so you can see a little bit of that side view of what's happening behind my head. I do want to keep my elbows close in towards my ears, right? I don't want to bring them out here. That's going to change the work, and it's really going to kind of strain through the back of your neck muscles. So we want to keep those elbows in. That's going to make the triceps work and give those neck muscles a little bit of a break. You got it. Now you may be starting to feel things, right? It's like, oh, I'm getting a little bit tired, a little bit winded. That is normal. That means you are reaching that challenge spot. Now you can always take a break and then restart this video anytime you like. We're going into our jacks, right? So here's kind of that middle of the road, both arms, both legs, both arms, single leg. single arm, single leg. Oh, I didn't do that the first round. Ah, opposite arm and leg, or same. Yeah, right? There's no wrong here. Or really jump it out. Because we're here, we're moving. We can't go wrong if we're moving our body. Right? We showed up, we're doing something good for ourselves. And that's what it's about. My chair's a little squeaky. Hope you don't hear that too much. These bigger moves, my chair starts squeaking. Now, you don't have to do this from a chair. Remember, you can do it standing. I know I cut my head off there for just a second, but I wanted to show you that you could stand that up. You could do it on a bench as well. We're going into our back row next. Grab your weights, that hinge forward, where you keep your chest lifted a little bit. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Squeeze. Squeeze. See how my shoulders are starting that action. It's not so much about how high I pull here. It's about squeezing the shoulder blades. And that's going to make the arms come up. Squeeze. So I want you to see that side view. And then, of course, this is what it looks like from the front. And you will feel your back muscles. All right, we're halfway through the second set. At the end of this move, 6 moves to go. Heel taps. Let's put those weights down. Tap out or heel. You can kind of move your arms with it if you like. Good. Set tall. Now, arm circles are next. Remember, you can grab weights. I'm going to do it without weights. Let's go. Circle forward. Try to hold the arms up, shoulder height, but try not to see I'm pulling my shoulders to my ears here. I don't want to do that. That's going to strain the neck. Oh, does not feel good at all. I want my shoulders down, but I'm not like really circling way down low with my arms, right? I want my arms about shoulder height, but I don't want to pull the shoulders to the ears. Circle backwards. We're in this strong arm place. Okay, so we got our punches and then our prayer pulses. And then our arms will get a little bit of a break. A little challenge of our arms. 5 seconds. Let's go. Punch it out right there. You got it. Yes. Come on, come on. Now, you might have noticed I switched things up on you a little bit. We only went with our forward arm circles for 30 seconds. We came into our punches. Now we're going to do our reverse arm circles. I know. Did you catch that? Yeah. Just changing it up. Giving those arms a little bit of a break here this second round. Now circle backwards. This is a lot of arms. A lot of shoulders. Not even so much, the arm as a whole necessarily, but it's right into these shoulders. We have that little bit of the break of our punching. And we'll go back into a little bit of punching and then get our prayer pulse. So just giving you some slight little breaks in here. Now back to your punching. Right there. Before we do hold those prayer pulses for the full minute. I know. Change it up on you. Yeah. It's okay. We can do that. It's actually, I didn't do it for this reason. I didn't even really plan to do it that way. I just kind of felt it and was like, let's do it. But I will say, when you change things up like that, it's really, really good for your brain. All right, here's our prayer process. So we're going to pulse out here. So let's talk about our brain for a second. Right, our brain gets really efficient at doing the same things all the time. Right, so you drive to work the same path, right? You go the same direction in the grocery store. Right? We have these habits. We don't even really think about it. We just do things the same way. And so then our brain does not have to put out as much effort to do those things, right? Because it's like if there's a piece of land, right, with grass, and you keep walking across the same little path, right? You're just walking across, keep going, you're going to make a path, right, in that grass because you're going to trample that grass down. It's going to be easy to keep following that same path. But if we go a different way, we make a new path, our brain has to work harder. And so, my friends, we do want our brain to work harder. Let's go into some back kicks. So when we change things up unexpectedly, take another path to work. The next time you go to the grocery store, instead of starting by the fruit and the vegetables, go start in the dairy section. I know, right? Wow, how it explodes. I mean, I get so frustrated when they move something at the grocery store, I can't find it. But when we do things in a different order, if you always brush your teeth using your right hand, try using your left hand. Try eating soup with your left hand if you normally use your right, the right if you normally use your left. So important to keep wiring and rewiring our neural connections. So even little changes, spur of the moment on my part, right, helps our brain when we do something unexpected. All right, we are going to finish up with our front raises, my friends, right here. You got your little brain lesson today. And I'll have some brain work. I'll have some videos in here that do brain work. So check them out. They may not be there yet, depending on when you're doing this video, because my channel is always a work in progress, always adding new things so that you won't get bored. We've got lots of options, and you'll keep your brain young by trying different things. All right, friends, we're almost there. Sit nice and tall. We got 20 seconds. Remember, you can always alternate if your arms get fatigued. But I'm thinking maybe putting those punches in with our shoulder circles might have helped a little bit of that shoulder fatigue. All right, let's do it in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done, my friends. Bring one arm across. Oh, that should feel nice. Stretch that shoulder out. No matter which arm you're doing, we'll do both. Take the other arm across. Again, thank you so much for joining me. Check out some yoga videos. I've got some yoga and stretch videos. Need a little bit more stretching. This will at least give us a little bit of release. And turn sideways. If you want to grab your hands behind your back, open your chest here. You don't have to grab the hands either. You can just reach them. Reach them behind you. Take a couple of circles each way. Maybe ear away from one shoulder, stretch down your neck. And ear away from the other shoulder. Take one foot out in front of you. A little bit of a lean forward. You'll feel that stretch come into your hamstring. Switch that out, other leg. Stretch come into your hamstring. One of my favorite stretches ever. You can bring one leg up over the other one. Gently press out on your inner thigh. Oh, super awesome glute release. We'll switch that out of your side. So remember, these stretches are short little stretches. They're really just signaling to our body that we're done with the work. They're not kind of the stretch that's really going to change our flexibility or mobility. But check that out. We've got some I've got some myofascial release where you can roll. I've got some stretching. I've got some yoga. So I have a little bit of everything for you, my friends. Thank you again so much for hanging out with me, getting your workout in. Have a fabulous day.